Hello, this is Yaakov Cronenberg from Jerusalem, and tonight I'll be doing another class in our series of classes on how to analyze a horoscope, how to put all the pieces together in the puzzle, which is, I think, the main difference between an amateur astrologer and a serious astrologer. Is that the serious astrology can take all the disparate pieces in the horoscope, all the contradictions that you see when you analyze each piece by itself, and then be able to put it all together and come out with a person. And tonight is going to be a very important class. We're going to talk about something that very few astrologers really talk about. In other words, all the astrologers talk about what's coming from above down. In other words, the influence of the planets on a person. And tonight I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about the influence of the person on the planets. And it's an important introduction to astrology. I think after you hear this, your views of astrology are going to change a lot. In other words, another way of saying this is again connected with the idea of the ascendant being 80% of the chart. And the ascendant, we always say, is a receiver. Right? The ascendant is the point in the chart that receives all the influences from above. In other words, all the planets in your chart, all the different signs and aspects they make, are all integrated by the ascendant, and then the ascendant uses them. So that's the point that receives all the influences, and that's what people see in you. They see your ascendant because that's how you behave. That's my teacher used to say, that's your passport into the world. People see your passport. But what does it mean to receive? In other words, we always what does it mean to receive the influences? I want to tell you a story. Maybe if I tell you a story, it'll give you a better idea of what I'm getting at. My teacher in Kabbalah, his grandfather was a big Kabbalist, and people used to come to him for blessings. Right? People used to come to him for blessings all the time. I remember one day he told a story that a woman came to his grandfather, and she was dressed, at least for the religious world, she was dressed very immodestly, and she asked the rabbi for a blessing. So the rabbi said, look, I can give a blessing, but can you receive a blessing? And that's an important point. It's the planet's ascending down, but it's how you receive the influence of the planets that really determine what's going to happen in your lifetime. And how you receive the planets is going to be influenced by many things, not only the sign on the ascendant, but it's going to be influenced. It's going to be influenced by many things. It's going to be influenced by your family, who your parents were, how they raised you, what kind of education you had. What kind of, are you religious? Are you non-religious? If you're religious, are you Muslim or Jewish? Or all different things that they're going to determine who you are, which country, where did you grow up? Which country did you grow up? Which city did you grow up? All these things are going to influence how you receive the influence of the stars. And that's why it's really, if you want to be a good astrologer, you really have to know about all the different types of people that are in the world. I live in Israel, which is very difficult country to be an astrologer, because you have people from, like 100 different countries living here. One day you'll get some. I always wait. I'm always happy when I get an American client, because more or less I understand, where they're coming from. But all of a sudden you get a client from Yemen, who grew up in Yemen and came to Israel. It's different. You don't understand what makes them tick so much, and it's harder. So this is an important point that I want to get at. That also explains why two people have the same horoscope, they'll receive the influences differently. Don't think two people have the same. Two people are born at the exact same time and almost the exact same place, say in the same hospital. They're going to be, identical. It's going to change, because each one, depending on, where they're coming from, is going to receive the influences of the horoscope of what's coming down from above. They're going to receive it differently, and this is what our rabbis meant when they said, if you change your deeds, you change your mazel. Because if you start to change who you are, of course you're going to receive the influence of the planets and the signs differently. And let's stop for now, and we'll work a little bit more on this introduction, because this is a very important introduction in astrology, and we'll continue it in the next class. Thank you.